Hey everyone, welcome back. Jay Barrino here, continuing StarCraft Mass Recall, a StarCraft Brood War remake in StarCraft 2. Emperor's Flight. This is when things get real challenging. I mean, this campaign in general has been pretty challenging. I found the third mission to be uncharacteristically hard compared to the rest of the campaign. The two Terran v Terran maps weren't too bad. I also went in pretty prepared for them. I think that this and the final mission, though, are very tough.
Captain, we have tracked the fugitives Minsk and Raynor to the devastated Protoss homeworld of Ire. Apparently, these two have taken shelter within a fortified Protoss encampment that lies at the base of a fully functional warp gate.
I don't understand this. Why would the Protoss harbor these men?
I have no idea, Gerard. But the Protoss aren't our only problem. Our sensors have identified multiple Zerg broods surrounding the Protoss base. Presently, the broods seem to be passive, but there's no telling what might set them off. Should the broods attack, we'd be hard-pressed to hold them at bay.
I see. It is a risk we'll need to take. Minsk represents a considerable threat to our agenda and must be eliminated. Captain, you will focus your attack against the Rebel Command Center in the middle of the Protoss encampment. That must be where Minsk and Raynor are hiding. We will deploy our own Valkyrie frigates and tighten up our air defenses. Vice Admiral Stukov and Lieutenant Duran will provide cover for your forces and ensure that no external threats interfere with your mission.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Patriot's Blood is after this. So Patriot's Blood is a micro mission. It's the last mission, this mission and the last mission to chain the beasts that are very tough. Alrighty, the opener for this is awesome. UED landing zone near the Protoss warp gate. Ire.
Valkyrie prepared.
Go, go, go!
Well, all right. Wonderful. Flight of the Valkyries. Perfect opener considering we have Valkyries. Okay, so let's land and figure out what we want to focus on this mission. Really getting tanks very quickly is going to be the name of the game, I'd say. Let's get mining, sort of. And by that I mean let's get some supply depots. We're going to need a lot of them. All right, this base is gone. Let's go ahead and back up our Valkyries, and I think I recall there being... I swear I recall there being a bunch of Mutalisk attacks that came from the right. So I think what I'd like to do is leave my Valkyries over here for now, because I'm pretty sure that that's where those Mutalisks come from. I'm going to bring my tanks down, set up a defense kind of in this choke point. Now, there are a few expansions to take on this map, but they're kind of challenging to take and hold on to, if I remember correctly. They really are pretty tough. So let's continue making more depots once you guys are done. Okay, this map actually seems pretty tough to get going on. Let's land here, start... Oh, we already have siege mode. That's great. And we're going to need a lot of gas. Where is the geyser? Oh, it's over here. It's very confused there for a moment. Can also get a turret down here for the expectation of Mutalisks that are going to come in here. Okay, we still need depots. These two should take care of it, and I want to get a bunker pretty much as soon as possible to load up our Marines into. What I want to do, though, is look, there should be a ramp over here that leads up to the expansion, and I don't know if I want to take the expansion But if I set my defenses up here, I can defend the ramp and then also... I can defend the expansion and also my main base. So I think let's do that. Let's go ahead and set up my line of bunkers here. Now, we're not against Terrans, so we don't have to worry that much about long-range stuff except Reavers. So we can set up our tanks, and they should be able to hit anything incoming. You just want to set up maybe like 3 or 4 bunkers here. A good amount. Okay. Keep making those, just keep making those Marines, and we're just going to keep making SCVs. And hopefully not lose really quickly. Again, the beginning of this map I find to be pretty tough. No, this whole map, rather. This map just gets harder and harder as it goes on. So there's a brown Zerg that's up this ramp and over. So actually, we don't want to make our defense too close to that ramp, because if we do, then the Hydralisk can just probably sit on top of the ramp and cause us problems. I'd prefer if that wasn't the case. So let's just set this defense up like this. Maybe get some supply depots in there as well. Keep making Marines. Probably want 1 or 2 fire bats as well, just for the bunkers. And just keep getting SCVs. It's frightening because I want to take that base. I want to take the base that's up here, but it's right next to one of the brown... I think it's brown Zerg that's in the upper left. So it's a big risk to take because you have to cover 2 fronts instead of just 1. I mean, that's just sort of the risk you take. I'm not sure. I thought I started repairing this. Maybe we were out of money when we tried. Okay, anyway, we've got the Valkyries pretty much where they need to be. I really would like that Academy, though. And I'm going to need more tanks, like even a lot more tanks than what we have here. Okay, so what if we did a depot here and a depot here? There's some fog of war here. I think maybe if we keep our shuttle up here just to provide... Our dropship up here just to provide sight is probably what we want to do. And we're going to just get more tanks, and we're just going to move towards a tank Goliath Marine medic combo.
The warp gate at the center of the Protoss encampment has been activated. Our sensors show that the gate's energies are inciting the Zerg to attack. Be prepared for anything, Captain.
Okay, we're going to need more gas. We're just going to, like I was saying, we're going to leave the Valkyries here to defend against Mutalisk attacks. Valkyries are just really, really, really powerful against air. Okay, 1 more depot here. We'll throw 1 firebat in that bunker. That'll help against any Zerglings that are going to come in for a surround. Kind of going overboard with defense, but we saw just based on Mission 3, we may run into some major problems, so I'd prefer to be prepared. Okay, let's set this up here. Probably want to get an armory for upgrades as well. So when I played this the first time, I played it off of 1 base because it's so hard to take another base and hold on to it. So it's very tempting to do that again because I know that I can sort of win that way. We do have science vessels, which is nice, and they have everything upgraded already as well. I could go for another nuke type play, but it's a lot of gas, and I'm going to be sinking my gas pretty much entirely into tanks and maybe a couple battle cruisers here or there, so I'd rather not, actually. Okay, we do have our Academy. We got to be on the lookout for getting plagued from Defilers, because this is the mission where that might start happening. Dark Swarm also a little frightening. Okay, and I would say I'm comfortable with that defense for now. We're just going to get more tanks. Stack them up. And we need an armory and a science facility. Okay, good start, so I'm going to quick save. We haven't even gotten attacked yet. We're 7.5 minutes in, so I assume that the Protoss and the Zerg are battling each other. I'll take it. That's good for me. I will certainly take that. Not unhappy with it. I'm going to move this guy maybe a little closer to the ledge. Not even an attack by Mutalisks. I am on hard mode, right? I mean, I'm saying that now, and I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to, like, call the mass recall gods down on me when I come and get attacked by, like, a giant force of something or other. Okay, let's get that science facility and start working our way towards battle cruisers. Probably not going to do mass battle cruisers. Going to be something very similar to what I did back on Emperor's Fall, the first Emperor's Fall. Just stack up those tanks. Keep getting our upgrades. We're going to need ground upgrades. Might want to get 2 armories this map just so I could get double upgrades, but we can't really afford them. Again, I'm very surprised we haven't gotten attacked yet. Very, very surprised. Let's get a ComSat station so we can start scanning our way towards the objective. The faster I can do this mission, the happier I'll be, honestly. Okay, here comes those brown attacks that I was talking about. Let's irradiate some of the lurkers. will kill them just a little bit faster. Okay, well, that's about what I expected. And those are the attacks we're going to have to expect if we try to take the upper left base. So we need a lot more tanks just to defend that area up there, along with the Marines to fill up bunkers if we so choose to go up there.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and just like clockwork, it seems as if the mass recall gods have answered my call and have said, you have spoken ill of our map and saying that it might be too easy. Damn you! And sends both sets of Zerg to attack us. And as you can see, those attacks are very large. They're quite large. Let's get that physics lab right there. And U-238 shells. And +2... Well, we can't afford that. Let's just get a lot of Marines out, get another barracks so we can pump out Marines just a little bit faster. And I'm just going to keep making tanks. I think tanks and Valkyries are really all we're going to need here. Okay, science vessel actually doing great. I can always defense matrix as well. We want to make sure we bring science vessels everywhere we go because there's lurkers just all over the place. Okay, let's get a few more depots in advance. Lots of tanks, and again, it's because I'm thinking about moving up and taking that other base, but it's so hard to hold on to. I pretty much need a defense just like this. If we cut this, I would say I would need 5 tanks at each entrance, which is... That's a lot. There's also... Where's my other stupid dropship? Is it gone? Actually, I'm glad it's dead. I was going to use it to scout, but I'm glad it's gone. Let's take a science vessel, and I can describe what I'm talking about. Never mind. Here comes Brown again. Okay, the intensity of those enemy attacks is increasing, it seems like. Ah, Bengalis. Wonderful. So there is this base up here, also risky to take. I don't know if the Brown units are going to come and move out of their way to attack that, or the Protoss would go there as well. Honestly, I almost like this base better. I like the idea of it. I see Protoss coming in. Maybe we want to use EMP to our advantage. Our science vessel is going to be pretty important, I think. They're going somewhere. They might be going to attack the Zerg, actually. Okay, and I see random Protoss units going up there, too. You know what? There are probably Protoss defending that expansion. I'm going to wait for Brown to attack me one more time and then consider going up there. Tentatively, get a battle cruiser. Tentatively meaning get a battle cruiser. We need more depots as well. Going to get as much value out of this first base as possible, that's for sure. Okay, armor, and then vehicle weapons level 2, I think. I think with this amount of Marines, we just... Again, really it's just waiting for that next group of Brown units to come and attack us. Lurkers are interesting in Mass Recall because their AI functions differently. They definitely function differently in the sense that they... Oh, maybe I should take this base instead. It might be more defensible. The Protoss will probably go for it instead of the Zerg. I feel more confident against anti-ground Zerg. Okay, here we go. I think it's time. Oh, never mind. Oh, what was I thinking? Irradiate? Marines, maybe we can draw them in a little bit. No, I don't think we can. Just irradiate. They're going to kill themselves, sort of. Oh, what was I thinking? Valkyries. We need to hotkey you and get you in here. Actually, that almost worked out fine. We're going to have to rebuild this. Oh, they're going to storm us as well. I should have expected that. That's a lot of Guardians. This is why I think maybe we want to do as much off of one base as possible instead. Because holding on to that other base up here is going to be really, really tough. If I take this, maybe those Guardians would end up going up there too, though. So I don't want to. I feel like that's just a really bad idea. There's one battle cruiser. I could get a second one, or we could try to go and take that other base. Here comes Orange. Let's go ahead and irradiate a little bit. Get our Valkyries in there. Dropship, no! Dropship survives. Okay, hop on in here. Yeah, so lurkers do function differently. Normally, in StarCraft 1, when lurkers are out of range of something, they'll unburrow and try to get closer. So it allows you to pretty much always kill them. In Mass Recall, they'll sit there forever. So they have a much larger opportunity to wipe you out. It's very tempting. What do I do here? Because if I take this, those Brown Guardians are probably going to divert and hit me up there. So I really don't know. Let's get some more turrets here, though, in the anticipation of more Orange Mutalisks. Let's just keep all this stuff constantly repaired.
Not enough minerals.
And short on minerals. Oh, man, this is tricky. I mean, if we can get 3 to 4 battle cruisers and hopefully Yamato. I don't even need... Where is it? I don't really even want Colossus Reactor, just Yamato gun. I just need one Yamato on each battle cruiser. And then we can Yamato any, well, there's that. That's what we need to be concerned about. So we get Goliaths for that. Now that we have Valkyries also, that would be fine. So our anti-air really isn't having any issues. We need a couple medics. And I think if we take maybe half of the tanks here and we make a go for it, I think I am going to stick with just our one base play right here. I'm really not unhappy with it right now. Let's leave some of these SCVs here and get turrets in the back to hit any Mutalisks that are coming in. I guess these Valkyries just need to stay, and we just make the turrets up and down this location where we expect orange Mutalisks might be circumventing us. We need depots. As I was saying it happened. +2 infantry weapons. We can't skimp on our upgrades as well. This is a very risky strategy I'm doing by going on one base. It's just because the two expansions that are relatively easy to take are just in really bad spots. They're just in very, very, very bad spots. I'd like to even get another science vessel too. Okay, let's take a bit of a risk here, just because I want to scout exactly where this base is. See, this is quite far away as well. We see that Brown is on its way. Oh dear. There's some scouts there. Okay, and our anti-ground is fine right now. It's just, you know, we're taking chances by doing this, but for the most part, we're fine. Oh, man, it's like I think I want to stick with this plan. Let's get another battle cruiser. Hopefully I'm not throwing away too much money on battle cruisers, but we can make a lot of Marines that will probably get killed by Reavers and Storm. But with our extra money, that's what we're doing while we wait for our gas. We've got a lot of tanks. I'd like to throw in some Goliaths into the mix. Okay, here come the Ultralisk attacks. The Ultralisks are confused, though, because of that one turret placement, actually, was wonderful. Okay, so I think our defense here is really locked up tight. It's incredibly tight, which is great, but I mean, we're spending money to keep it up every so often, so that's why this is gonna just continue to be a little dangerous. Okay, this poor SCV can't get there. We've got 3 battle cruisers, but no upgrades on them. I could get a second armory just to get better upgrades. I think I will do that, because our standing army is looking pretty good. There's still a lot of money here. There's still a lot of gas in this refinery. It's just waiting for it to be mined. So for the most part, I think we're in good shape. One base play is weird, but it's working out. We've got the Valkyries here to deal with Guardians. Valkyries surprisingly good against Guardians. Don't discount them. Is it? I don't think the Colossus Reactor is honestly that worth it. Okay, a lot of oh, Reavers. EMP. Okay, they're running away. We did enough damage that they decided to run away, so ultimately that was fine. Let's get some more SCVs up here, build some more as well to replace the ones we're pulling off to repair. Go ahead and build another bunker, replace these. We've got battle cruisers to really deal with Reavers, so let's move them up. Okay, let's repair where we can. I don't think we can. We're not going to be able to repair that bunker but in there. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. Okay, and I think this is where we start getting a few Goliaths. Do we have Charon boosters? We have Charon boosters available to be built. Okay, and let's focus on some... Let's focus on some upgrades here. Ship weapons, probably a good choice. I don't want to build too far to the left because it's possible that we'll get circumvented over here somehow. I don't know. Man, both of these expansions are just in terrible places because taking either one still leaves you open from getting attacked over there. Oh shit. Okay, well I made those turrets for a reason, and they did help a lot to stop my my SCVs from getting massacred. Valkyries coming on in. Wonderful. Okay, and I think my Marine count is fine. Any more than that might be slightly wasted. Let's go ahead and rebuild a few of these turrets. Okay, we got the Goliaths coming out. What's next? Vehicle weapons level 3, probably worth it. We're going to bring a few SCVs with us as well. I do have medics to restore. I don't have restore. Let's get restore, pretty much to restore plague, if we get plagued, and hopefully we don't. All right, Valkyries, get on in there. I'm going to expect Guardians on the back side of this, so let's move up. And where are they? All right. Cool. I'll take it. No, I'll take it. There's no Guardians. Hop on in the bunkers.
Upgrade complete.
And we can start getting a few more Marines now that we can afford them, and it's not as dicey. And I'll get more tanks, because the thing is we need to leave tanks at home to defend while still pushing out. What I can do, let's repair this ComSat station. Let's repair this refinery, because, I mean, if we don't repair them, they will slowly get whittled away. So we want to be pushing in this direction, up by the warp gate.
Research complete.
Actually, right through this area. We can't go up in that direction. So I think we have to come up here, up this ramp, clear the warp gate area, destroy this Protoss air fleet that's just sort of hanging out and is terrifying, and then make our way back towards the command center. I think pushing through this area is going to be the toughest, but once we're through it, it won't be that bad. I don't see any High Templar or Reavers, so it's really just waiting for the... It's waiting for the Protoss to get to us. It's waiting for the Protoss to attack us and then taking advantage of an opening and going. Still not going to get Colossus Reactor, I think. I will get Caduceus Reactor. I think that's more worth it than Colossus Reactor. Let's just get more Marines. We got the tanks coming out. Let's get more Goliaths. They've got a little more survivability. How many tanks do we have here total? There's 10. I want to leave at least 6, which leaves us with 4, 5 to attack with. I think I'd like more. We've got the Goliaths queued up. As we wait for more gas, we'll get more tanks. And then we're going to pretty much make a Doom push. And if the Doom push isn't enough, we're just completely fucked. There's +3 coming out. I went ahead and got ship vehicle plating. We've got ship weapons, which means my Valkyries are just going to be that much more effective. Okay, let's preemptively move up just a little bit with Valkyries to see if there are Guardians coming. No, that Guardian attack must have been very specific in how it was programmed. All right, attack the scouts. Don't lose a Valkyrie like that. Okay, and attack the carriers. Valkyries, I want to mouse over these. They don't do that much reduced damage to different armor types. It really is noticeable how good they can be. Let's see if we can kill at least one of these. Let's see if we can just kill both. Force the Protoss to rebuild them. I'm losing SCVs, I don't care. There we go. Okay, that was worth it. That means that those won't be back to bother us later. Let's grab a few SCVs in anticipation of bringing them with us. Queue up a few more tanks. Valkyries, you're up again. Just keep it up. Very good. And let's rebuild this one turret, because honestly, it was invaluable in blocking Ultralisks. Okay, you guys come on over here. Just keep repairing. I'm in great shape, I think. It's really just making sure that we can make this push and make it effective. And then the next mission doesn't worry me that much. It is Emperor's Flight. Or not, it's Patriot's Blood. And Patriot's Blood is tough, but I think we'll be able to handle it. Man, it's really the gas income. I'd love to take another geyser. There is just one sort of hanging out. But again, if we take this geyser, if we take this base or this base, we'd have to extend our defensive area. And the thing is, I made this defensive area in a way such that we do have to... I mean, it's so large, right? And all this extra stuff is my attacking force, but it's really just focusing on this idea that we'd have to double it. Not the battle cruisers and the Marines and the Valkyries, but we'd have to double it in a way like we would need a few Valkyries up there. We'd need something that could kill Reavers quickly if we took it here, but also leaving defense in this area because Orange is going to circumvent the other defense we make. Brown will circumvent an attack here, but not down here. So it's sort of just deciding how to approach that. It is pretty tricky. More depots. We got more Marines coming out, and we can rally Marines up once we attack. I'm going to wait for the next large enemy attack, and then we're going to go. Specifically a Protoss attack. We did take out their pretty large air attack, though, and it went great. Maybe even getting another battle cruiser could be pretty prudent. Pretty prudent, that's right. Ship plating, I think, is probably going to be worth it, specifically for those battle cruisers. And now I think I'm just going to focus on upgrades at this point. This poor guy's stuck. Just hang out where you are, buddy. Oh, he just wants to repair his little buddy there. All right, what do we want here? Vehicle plating, ship weapons, or we get infantry. I'm going to oversaturate this gas. But I noticed there's just a tiny little bit of time there where SCVs could have been going into the refiner and they weren't. Very silly thing, but it may make a difference. It could make a difference. Oh man, what do we go for here? This is tough. I think ship weapons. If anything's gonna stop us, it's gonna be these air units at the Protoss base. I think so. The reason that I find this map so tricky is because it's just too hard to hold on to either expansion. And the enemy is really unpredictable with where they're gonna go. Look at the Protoss are still trying to send units to reinforce this area too. It's like a bully trigger that they have. The Zerg, though, are attacking into the Protoss and clearing some of the area for us, so the longer we wait, the more in favor this will be. We could get another battlecruiser or focus on upgrades, and I think I'm just going to focus on upgrades right now. Let's get infantry weapons level 3. The Valkyries need to just get up here and get rid of this stuff. Because these just melt our Marines. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Meanwhile, we had Ultralisks, or was that those? I think those were Ultralisks, yeah. Come in and try to get through here, but we have them blocked with some supply depots and missile turrets, which works wonders. It really does. Upgrades coming out, +3 coming out. I kind of want to just queue up my next upgrade after this, just so that I don't spend the gas on something else that I shouldn't be. Though, honestly, I think we could attack. Famous last words, maybe? Let's just make Marines and rally them up. We've got 4 tanks, and I can bring some of these. The ones that I have here, I don't need as many. You know what? I think I could get 1 more science vessel. We bring 2 science vessels with us. We leave 1 at home. One of them needs to stay here. And then all of this stuff is our attacking force, and then we can bring maybe 2 more tanks with us. We can let these SCVs in here to actually repair these tanks that have been waiting for it for quite a while. We do have +3. Let's just take our attacking force and move in this direction. EMP. Here are the Reavers that are going to decimate my front line. Kill that one before it shoots one more time. Okay, that was their main attack, and that means go ahead, and we're moving out right now. So let's go ahead and hotkey my tanks, bring some SCVs, because we don't need all of these.
Upgrade complete.
Quick save, and go. Okay, Valkyries, you don't need to be doing that. Okay, this random thing in the middle of the map, no, not a big deal. I am sort of just A-moving, but it's fine. Rally to the battle cruisers. They're most likely to stay alive over anything else. Random lurkers, okay. Let's just hang out here and repair for a brief moment before moving up this ramp into what may be just suicide. Okay, rebuild. Let's just keep 2 Marines here so we can fill up this bunker. We'll leave this stuff here just in case. And this is just sort of a Doom, like a semi-Doom drop mission, right? It's just we got to get up here and take out this base, and we don't really care what happens to our own base. So we've had some missions like that in the past where I'm just like, as long as we win, I don't care if I'm losing stuff in my base. Siege on up. Just Yamato here. Yamato here. Yamato here.
Base is under attack.
And huge storms right there. That was very bad. Let's back up here.
Under attack.
Crap. Okay, we need to get some stuff down here to get rid of these. And I don't think we have enough here, but we can pull them back into our bunkers, I suppose. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Go ahead, HQ.
Okay, we lost some of the meat of this army, but for the most part, I think we're in good shape. I'm just waiting for the right time to siege up.
SCVs are under attack.
Anti-air's troubling. Okay. Well, this is like kind of the whole point of I don't care what happens at home. Okay, on siege. We're gonna keep pushing. We've gotten rid of the bulk of the Protoss defenses, I think. Those storms are rough. I've got things inside this stupid. Okay, let's see if we can find that High Templar and EMP it. I just EMP'd myself, but it's gonna stop them from storming. That's kind of all I care about. Okay, so hopefully there aren't too many more of those. These things need to back up. I do have more science vessels, though. Yeah, get rid of those High Templar. Don't allow them to do their thing. Don't attack that stuff down there.
Base is under attack.
Where is that High Templar? As long as we nullify High Templar and Reavers as fast as possible, we should be in okay shape. Got a large group coming up behind us. Siege on up. Oh, just lost that battlecruiser at the last second. Ultimately okay, we've got SCV still repairing here. Been using EMP to pretty great effect, I'd say. We're getting about to where we need to be. Let's go ahead and... We're pretty much out of money here, so we have to win with what we have, and what we have is not a lot.
Base is under attack.
Okay, here comes... Oh, that was weird. Random Protoss attack over there. Now we have to find our way over to... Let's be careful. We don't want to run into storms. They killed pretty much all my Marines prior to this. Let's look for... No High Templar. Okay, I would say we've won. We just got to get our tanks up to where they need to be. So let's move on up. We're pretty well defended against air attacks. Okay, you guys just stay back. Let's move on up with the tanks. And again, really just on the lookout for... High Templar, and I think I used EMP pretty well after losing all of my infantry to storms. Remember, I was talking about those Marines being a waste of minerals, and because I knew we'd get to a point where our income would be so low. But we won.
Good work, Captain. The command center is destroyed, but it looks like Mengsk and Raynor will try to escape through the warp gate. Make ready to move in and intercept their vessel before... Wait, I've just picked up multiple Zerg signals coming in from the northeast. That's Duran's position. He seems to have moved his forces out of place. Lieutenant Duran, this is Stukov. Come in. I'm tracking a massive Zerg swarm in your quadrant. Respond, damn it!
That is strange, Vice Admiral. My scanners don't show any Zerg at all. Maybe you have a technical problem with your equipment.
Lieutenant, if these Zerg get through, we'll never be able to capture Mengsk. I'm giving you a direct order to return to your position and reinforce my troops.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but it seems your signal's fading out. I couldn't make out that last part. I'll try to re-establish contact later.
Duran! Captain, your position will be overrun by superior Zerg numbers within 15 minutes. I suggest you retreat back to the fleet immediately. Inform Admiral Ducal that I have a personal matter to take care of.
Stukov knows. Well, all right. Again, I find that mission pretty tough. It's just so hard to take any real expansions there. Kills, deaths was great. Survival rate, not so much, but that's because we lost so many Marines to Storm. I knew it would be a waste to make those. I should have just focused on mech and made more Goliaths. They at least would have been able to survive a storm and then get repaired. We had our SCVs up there. That's where all of our money went, was repairing. Overall, it was a dicey strategy and it paid off. I knew it would work because we used it in version 5. Taking the expansions is a little more... Honestly, I find taking the expansions a little more risky because if you lose the expansion, then all that money you sunk into the defensive, it was wasted as well. So, we went all in, it worked. Alright, we got Patriot's Blood coming up next. I'm pretty excited about it. Interesting fun fact, if you go and you watch, I played a custom campaign for StarCraft 1 called Ascension of Duran. And in that mission, you're playing as Duran's forces, and it's an alternate take on this mission where you're sort of manipulating events outside of the scope of the UED, and you let the Zerg through. The whole idea is, I forget what the objective was, but it's to destroy something to allow the Zerg into the area where the UED captain, like we just played this mission, allowing the Zerg into that area. As usual, the end cinematic is incredible. You see the Zerglings run by the scanners. As Duran says, my scanners don't see any Zerg. Really neat little things like that. It's great. So I'm